What up, Six, everybody? Welcome to the channel. Go ahead and take some double tap because you know what? Today we got the intro cutscene to Liberty Falls. I want you guys to go ahead and check it out and then we'll talk about it after.
Fire! Run! For God's sakes! Run!
Warning. Dimensional breach in progress.
Sublevel 10, report.
Something's wrong with Sam. Dimensional breaches are occurring across the facility.
Secure your stuff. I'll handle Sam myself. Blanchard, secure the command post. Call in response teams. Get Liberty Falls locked down. Copy?
Copy.
Beethoven, get Director, Project Janus! Emergency! Override! I swear to you, Sam, you'll never be free!
But Edward, I already am.
Y'all, I'm excited. Go ahead and take an Ethereum crystal for you. All right, so we got a 3-minute intro cutscene, and now it doesn't give a lot away. I think it's pretty freaking beautiful. Look at these opening shots right here. Beautiful, beautiful West Virginia. My God, I'm glad we get some trees that aren't green this time around. We have some mixture of green and brown and orange trees. I think that's a good change. So yeah, right here is like, whoa, what? That's Richtofen? But it is. It's the American version. He's there with his wife and his son playing in the park because if we know back in Cold War, the radio suggested that his house actually burnt down. Weaver and Samantha went and burned down his house and killed his wife and kid. Pretty tough shit and pretty dark. People say COD Zombies isn't dark anymore. That's pretty freaking dark. I don't know how more dark you can get than that. Besides like actual zombies, if you know what I mean. And it's funny because this scene right here actually reminds me so much of The Sopranos, how he's this like kind of like CIA. He gives me those mobster vibes, especially with the music they had here, which by the way, the fact that they chose this music, right? It's the same music that closed us out in the end of Cold War, the Cold War ending cutscene. And my God, it's beautiful. Even though it doesn't reflect the time period, I guarantee it'll reflect accurately the vibe and aesthetics of these maps. I think West Virginia has a lot of interesting history and culture. And I think the song, I love the 50s kind of 60s swing, especially when we're getting into something on the more like creepy side of things, that being zombies. Yeah, so anyway, he's got those chest pains, oh God. And then this shot right here, it's so crazy to me to kind of just like look at that face and think, That's based off of the same model of the German generals we saw in Call of Duty World at War back in 2008. That's insane, but I love it. So we see this, and like I said, he kind of does look Italian now. I said that in the last video, but I'm actually starting to think, yeah, for sure, definitely. He turns around, and then here's what I love about this cutscene, and kind of how they're developing the zombie story. All right, let me explain. Taking a Therium crystal again, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and guess what? Hey, don't forget to hit that box. Let's take a look. Cuda, Black Ops 3, not the worst choice. Could have got it off the wall, but I mean, I guess you got a discount since you got it from the box, so that's fine. Yeah, but what I love about this cutscene and the story and what they really like try and like nail down here is they're not showing you a flashback to the house and then burning and Richtofen, you know, waking up and all that. They're subtly hinting at it through the emotions that character Richtofen is going through. It's showing that he's totally not over it, and every memory he has of his wife and kid is completely just corrupted by that terrible tragedy that happened. And then yeah, we get that like terrifying shot here. And I don't know if they did this on purpose, but I will say, when we have Richtofen's son Samuel burnt to a crisp, he kind of looks like a rabbit, which if you don't know, his soul is technically Mr. Peaks. So a little interesting there. I don't know, maybe I'm looking too far into that one, but you let me know. This scene right here when he goes over to the TVs is very, very reminiscent of like Cold War, him going over to like that big kind of desk with everything there. And let me know which model you guys like better, this Black Ops 6 version of Richtofen, or do you guys like the kind of facial features we saw in the Richtofen at the end of Cold War? Because technically they're the same, but obviously, you know, development, you know, changes year to year, and maybe they have some better technology, stuff like that, you know. So it will change the cosmetic look of his face. Not bad, and by the way, I do believe, based on this entire kind of cutscene, that I think Richtofen's gonna be a playable character. Liberty Falls. What do you think? This shot right here, really cool too. Again, the attention to detail this time around. Let's take a look here. I have never seen a dead palm tree asset yet, and that's totally what that is, and I think it looks sick. Totally ties into that kind of like dead feeling of probably what Liberty Falls would be, and kind of symbolizes that death has overcome Liberty Falls totally. Not just in the sense of the people obviously turning to zombies, but even the trees are dying. Really cool scene. And by the way, when he shoots the Wunderwaffe, we see that not only do the zombies zap with electricity, but it looks like they turn into like literal dust. Like this thing's a cremation gun at its finest. Maybe they're zapping them into the dark ether. Maybe he's got some new technologies. We don't know. Reminds me of that cutscene we saw a couple days ago from Modern Warfare 3 Zombies, the ending of Season 5. We kind of saw what we believe to now be the Shadow Man or a shadow person. When he zaps the zombies with the Wunderwaffe, it looks very much like that. Very much. And then this is just cool here. The fact that we're seeing Richtofen going crazy with the Wunderwaffe, pretty freaking cool. Guys, this reminds me, the scene here of him fighting him off reminds me a lot of the Origins opening cutscene with Avenged Sevenfold. Very cool. I'm really hoping we get some awesome zombie soundtracks this year. Really hoping for that. So he takes the elevator down, and I want you to hear this real quick. That is part of Samantha's lullaby, or the Remember Forever. So as soon as I heard that, I knew something was coming, and then lo and behold, we get down to the bottom. Samantha, it's back. And very, very, very cool thing. I like that they updated the sphere that she's in from Cold War. It reminds me a lot of when Maxis held Sophia in that one capsule. I wouldn't doubt that that returns. It reminds me of that same capsule now that Samantha's held in. Do we think she'll escape? How do we think this map is going to play out? I believe that this map could be a Samantha versus Richtofen story, within dipping into old parts of within the Dark Ether, like Buried, we saw the church, or maybe they can go to an old part of Die Rise or Transit or Alpha Omega. But yeah, guys, this really screams like, hey, this, you know, Terminus is meant to be, hey, this is the new wave, this is the new story, we're really getting into it. And I feel like Liberty Falls is going to be like, yeah, hey, new zombies, but we gotta appreciate the old shit, all right? We gotta appreciate the old story and the old characters, and then kind of grant them access into this new story. I believe that's exactly what's happening here. Guys, I am excited for Liberty Falls. I'm excited for Black Ops 6. Guys, we got COD next in less than a week. I am hyped. Are you guys hyped? Let me know down in the comments. As you guys know, I always love to continue the conversation down below. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider dropping a like, subscribing, and ding that bell to stay up to date with all future Zombies content. Black Ops 6, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be insane. Thank you very much for watching this with me today. Thank you.